In a shocking twist, rumors are swirling about the Philadelphia Eagles possibly pursuing Stefon Diggs, a move that's raising eyebrows among fans and analysts alike. As we dive into this, I want to hear from you. Where are you watching from, and what do you think about the Eagles' wide receiver situation? Addressing the wide receiver position has been a hot topic this offseason, but let's be clear, the Eagles have not made any moves regarding A.J. Brown. So, why would they even contemplate adding another wide receiver, especially one like Diggs? The answer is a resounding no. While the idea of Diggs joining the Eagles might sound appealing on paper, it simply doesn't align with the team's direction. Let's break it down. If the Eagles were to part ways with Brown, the wide receiver depth chart would still be in good hands. DeVonta Smith is primed to step up as the WR1 this season. The coaching staff has big plans for him, aiming to utilize his deep ball skills effectively, which will keep the passing game dynamic. Expect Smith to see a significant increase in targets, potentially putting up impressive numbers, similar to breakout stars like Puka Nacua and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Makai Lemon, the Eagles' first-round pick, is in a fierce competition to claim the WR2 role, showcasing a skill set that perfectly fits the Eagles' offensive strategy. The team excels at finding seams in the middle of the field, which plays to Lemon's strengths. Also in the mix is Dontayvion Wicks, who the Eagles acquired and extended for a year last month. Together, Smith, Lemon, and Wicks form a solid trio that could make Diggs unnecessary. Adding to the depth, the Eagles have also brought in Hollywood Brown and Elijah Moore this offseason. Brown is currently the frontrunner for the WR4 spot, while Johnny Wilson, Britton Covey, and Darius Cooper are all vying for their chance. So, where would Diggs fit into this equation? Quite frankly, there's simply no room for him. From a business standpoint, the Eagles are smart not to pursue Diggs. Sure, he's an exceptional route runner with the ability to create space and get open, which is exactly what the Eagles want from their receivers. However, the Eagles already have younger and more cost-effective options in Wicks and Lemon who can fulfill that role. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, Diggs' off-field issues. He was charged with serious allegations last December, including felony strangulation and misdemeanor assault and battery, though he was found not guilty. But that's not the only controversy surrounding him. His tumultuous relationships, including a paternity suit and unsavory incidents involving rapper Cardi B, paint a troubling picture. These distractions have followed him from the Vikings to the Bills, both of whom have had enough of his drama. So, why would the Eagles, a team known for its strong locker room culture, want to bring in that level of distraction? The chances of them welcoming that kind of chaos seem incredibly slim. As we look ahead, it's clear that the Eagles have a plan in place for their wide receiver core. They're building for the future, focusing on young talent that aligns with their vision. This is a team that's determined to keep things steady and focused, steering clear of any unnecessary drama. Let's keep the conversation going as we transition to our next topic. With the Eagles making strategic moves and building a solid roster, what else can we expect as the season approaches? As we dive deeper into the Philadelphia Eagles' latest draft class, the stakes couldn't be higher. With 8 rookies stepping onto the field, they have a legacy to uphold, one cultivated by the savvy general manager Howie Roseman, who has consistently delivered talent over the past 5 drafts. This time around, the question on every fan's mind is, which of these newcomers will solidify their place as franchise cornerstones alongside the likes of DeVonta Smith, Jalen Carter, and Landon Dickerson? Starting off with the most anticipated, Makai Lemon is generating buzz as a player who could immediately impact the team's offensive strategies. He's already taken DeVonta Smith under his wing, a move that speaks volumes about his potential and readiness to adapt to the NFL grind. The competition for the WR2 role is fierce, with Dontayvion Wicks breathing down his neck and Hollywood Brown still in the mix. However, it's Lemon's work ethic and natural talent that suggest he will secure that spot sooner rather than later. By the end of the season, we could very well see him as a vital contributor to the offense, lighting up the field alongside A.J. Brown and Smith. Then we have Eli Stowers, who is not just a luxury pick, but a strategic one that addresses the TE2 situation with a significant upgrade. The previous battle between Johnny Munt and Grant Calcaterra was limited, but Stowers brings a new dynamic to the tight end room. He will likely see significant snaps in 12 personnel sets alongside Dallas Goedert, who is firmly entrenched as the TE1. Stowers' learning curve will be crucial, especially in honing his blocking skills, but make no mistake, he has the tools to emerge as the future TE1 for this franchise. Now, let's pivot to Markel Bell. If he finds himself playing regular season snaps at right tackle, it could mean the Eagles are facing some serious issues at that position. With Lane Johnson solidifying the starting spot and Fred Johnson backing him up, Bell is likely positioned for a developmental year. Think of it as a redshirt season where the focus is on refining his skills rather than immediate contributions. If all goes well, we might see him in a playoff scenario if the Eagles have a seed locked up by Week 18, but until then, it's about growth and patience. The quarterback room is another area of interest, especially with Peyton being slotted as the number 4 quarterback. Assuming Tanner McKee isn't traded, Peyton will have the chance to learn in a developmental capacity, reminiscent of how the Eagles have managed young quarterbacks over the years. But here's where it gets intriguing. Peyton isn't just a traditional quarterback. His dual threat ability could allow the Eagles to deploy him in a Taysom Hill-like role, utilizing his athleticism to create mismatches. Imagine him as a versatile weapon on offense, capable of throwing, running, or even lining up as an H-back. The possibilities are endless, and it could add a whole new layer to the Eagles' playbook. As we look at the depth chart for the offensive line, there's a solid chance that Morris could snag the number 3 guard position by Week 1. His versatility to play both left and right guard makes him a valuable asset, especially with the competition heating up against Holland Pierce and Willie Lampkin. A strong showing in the summer could catapult him into a crucial role on the line. Switching gears to the safety position, Andrew Makuba and Marcus Epps may be the projected starters, but let's not overlook Wisniewski. He has the potential to not only make the 53-man roster, but also to emerge as a starter. His skills as a box safety could see him surpass Epps by mid-season, especially with a good training camp. The opportunity for him to make an impact is palpable, and it could reshape how opposing offenses approach the Eagles. As for Bernard, he's a lock for the roster, but his journey is more about learning the ropes in a deep defensive tackle rotation. He'll need to refine his skills, especially considering his struggles at rookie minicamp. But if he channels that growth, he's poised for a successful future with the Eagles. However, not everyone is guaranteed a place. James Newby faces an uphill battle to make the roster. With the Eagles' pass rushing lineup already solidified, he'll need to impress against stiff competition, particularly from Joe Tryon-Shoyinka and Joshua Weru. Getting onto the practice squad would be a significant achievement for him, laying the groundwork for future opportunities. So, as we analyze this rookie class, it's clear that while the Eagles have the potential to develop future stars, they must navigate the challenges that come with integrating these young players into a competitive roster. The excitement is palpable, but it's tempered by the reality that not every pick will contribute immediately. Which rookies do you think will step up and make an impact this season? Where are you watching from? Share your thoughts in the comments. Now, let's move on to our next segment.
In an off-season buzzing with speculation, the Philadelphia Eagles find themselves at the center of a high-stakes narrative involving their star wide receiver, A.J. Brown. Just recently, the Los Angeles Rams general manager, Les Snead, confirmed that they had considered pulling the trigger on a trade for Brown while simultaneously contemplating a deal that would send veteran wideout DeVonta Adams away. However, as the dust settles, it appears that a potential trade with the New England Patriots looms large, with expectations that it won't become official until after the crucial June 1st deadline related to salary cap implications. Now, let's pause here for a moment. Where are you watching from, Eagles fans? We want to hear your thoughts on this developing situation. Is this the right move for the Eagles? Drop your comments below. The Rams, facing the pressure of a win-now mentality, decided against moving Adams, who has proven to be an invaluable asset for quarterback Matthew Stafford, racking up an impressive 14 touchdowns in just 14 games last season. Rams reporter Nate Atkins shed light on the situation, suggesting that while the Rams are always a team that could make surprising moves, the consensus within the league is that A.J. Brown is trending towards New England. It's a tough pill to swallow for Eagles fans, who have come to appreciate Brown's contributions on the field. As the Rams cling to their present, the Eagles are left to ponder the implications of potentially losing Brown. The hot topic is whether Philadelphia should consider this a step back or an opportunity to rebuild and re-strategize. The situation also underscores the critical decisions that lie ahead for the Eagles' front office. Are they prepared to let go of one of their most dynamic playmakers? And while we're on the subject of trades, let's not overlook the stunning developments surrounding the Baltimore Ravens and Las Vegas Raiders. The Ravens recently backed out of a blockbuster trade for star pass rusher Maxx Crosby due to concerns over a reported degenerative issue in his knee. This raises questions about health and longevity when it comes to making significant acquisitions, especially for a team like the Eagles that values durability and performance. Atkins hinted that the Rams might still be in play should the Raiders find themselves struggling at the start of the 2026 season. If that scenario unfolds, Snead could be poised to make a move that would shake up the league once again. The implications for the Eagles cannot be ignored here. If Crosby becomes available, do the Eagles consider making a play? Defensive improvements are just as critical as offensive firepower, and the Eagles must keep their options open. As we wrap up this segment, it's clear that the Eagles are navigating a complex web of trade rumors and player evaluations as they look to solidify their roster for the upcoming season. The landscape of the NFL is ever-shifting, and while the Eagles may face challenges ahead, they also hold the potential for significant gains. So, what do you think, Eagles fans? Will A.J. Brown be donning a Patriots jersey come June? And should the Eagles consider making a move for a player like Maxx Crosby if the opportunity arises? Make sure to share your opinions in the comments, and if you haven't already, subscribe for all the latest on your Philadelphia Eagles. The offseason is just getting started, and there's plenty more to come.